Tell me why you said it's about to get hotter, and I felt like a heat wave just.
That's because I was walking next to you. I wonder how.
You look kind of tall in that chair.
I'm tall. Nigga.
All right, you ready to start this?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome
Back
to
the
Chill
guys.
Podcast. First guest,
First ever guest on the podcast.
and it's a great first guest. He's well known in Big Spring, very wise person, positive energy, inspiration to a lot of people.
I haven't known him a long time, but good energy, good vibes, really positive. I'm excited, bro.
We can go ahead and welcome him. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? We are back, and it's always a great time to, be doing what we're doing here. I love what we're doing here. I love what we got going on. How you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I feel good.
I'm hella excited for this. This is cool. First guest,
First ever guest on the podcast.
and it's a great first guest. Let me not dick ride. I'm not dick riding. Now this is a great first guest to have on.
Just dick ride.
He's well known in Big Spring. I mean, I can go off on so many different accolades. Very wise person, positive energy, inspiration to a lot of people. That's why we decided to have him on the podcast. Just all around, just a man. He's a good human being. So far that I've met him, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for you, Tez.
It is. I haven't known him a long time, but so far, yeah, just good energy, good vibes, really positive. Feel me? I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
We can go ahead and welcome him, Jarrell. Whenever you're ready to come in. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Why did I go to shake your hand? Why did I
go ahead. Hey, I'm down, bro.
My fault. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, I'm excited to have you, dude.
Shit, hold on.
No, you're good. We got editing.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you want the cape on you or not?
Please.
All right, I got you.
Please.
You might need to put the mic over it.
Oh, yeah, over the cape. Hold on. All right. I don't know if I would really be talking all like that,
No, you still can.
I know, yeah, but like all like that, Oh yeah, I'm hot as hell, bro. Fuck.
If y'all don't know, man, if y'all are not familiar with him already, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this video are already pretty familiar. I believe there's a lot of good barbers in this town, but I believe this is the best barber in this town, for sure, hands down. If you want to cut, I say go to him. We will drop his links, all that in the description. So you can, get at him for a cut. He's already a pretty busy man, so you got to get ahead of time with things and let him know what's up. But yeah. So obviously y'all know how this goes with us, but you don't know how it goes with a guest. So how we're gonna do it? Fucking dog.
Yo, Tez, would you mind if I like did one side and then like have you turn and then you know what I'm saying, do the other side?
Yeah, we can do
Because
that.
I can't see shit like.
Oh
back
yeah,
here.
with the mic
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, and then we could turn the chair. Would that be fine?
Yeah, I'm just asking y'all if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
All right, so as y'all may know how we do it by ourselves, but you don't know how we do it with the guests. So basically, how we're gonna do is we're gonna ask a range of questions that are kind of revolved around him, and if it branches off, it branches off. That's just pretty much how it's gonna go. Man, honestly, the first thing I would want to say is, what persuaded you to start cutting hair?
Honestly, I just like the feeling of like being fresh for. Cause I remember growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, there was a lot of barbers that cut like my type of hair. You know what I'm saying? And then moving to Big Spring at age 13, like it really wasn't none out here back in 2005. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was like, dang, I missed that feeling of like having a fresh cut. So I was like, damn, I'm just gonna try to cut my own shit. So
Okay. And
that's pretty much how I got into it.
how did that start? Like for you? Like what was the trial and errors? Like, who were the people started to cut it on? You don't have to give names or whatever. You can, yeah.
I remember I fucked my friend hair up in 8th grade. He was like one of the first people that I cut. So it was like me and then my friend Alex, my boy Thad, and yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
Oh yeah, that's badass. How long did you cut their hair before? I don't know. You ventured off to other people. I don't know. What's the story? What's the story? Just tell me from start A that you can remember. Yeah, yeah, from point A, and then carrying on.
So basically, it was moving out here, age 13.
Okay.
I'm in the 8th grade. Uh, my cousin Jasmine, her dad, my uncle Jimmy. Big shout out to my uncle Jimmy because he the one that got me started. Um,
Sorry, bro. That boy's sweating so bad.
I told you, bro, it's gonna get hotter in here, bro. Like I told
bro, it's gonna be hard to cut this shit.
You need a rag or something.
like, bro.
That's why I asked you if you wanted to put this on because that shit.
This is gonna be all on my shirt. I'm gonna be itching the rest of the podcast.
Bro, you bro, you were talking, and I see I see two little sweat drips just come down his forehead.
Bro turned and looked at me.
Bro,
Bro just started laughing, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this nigga laughing at?" And I could just feel a big ass sweat bubble, bro. Like, bro, okay, I gotta figure this shit out. Hold on.
oh, shit.
Go ahead and take it out, bro. You can take
All
it
right.
off. Take the camera.
You could just wash the shirt, bro. We'll wash it.
Wash it, yeah.
Oh shit. Y'all niggas are like,
I might have to take it outside, nigga.
Well, I can get a fan too.
Get a fan.
We'll pick. It's all right. I'll get a fan. I'll be right back. That was funny as fuck.
bro, y'all funny as hell.
I was like, what's he laughing at? And then I just feel fucking big ass sweat drop.
All right, here we go. All right, we're back. All right, picking up back from that story. So you said 2005. You said you moved down here. If you don't mind telling us, where'd you move down here from?
I moved out here from Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh yeah. You said that Omaha, Nebraska. Damn, how is it over there? Sorry, I'm gonna go off.
No, you good. It's a big ass city. The population like half a million. So
Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Damn, I've never even heard of like that state very much. What are they known for? You would like?
I think the state is probably known for like farming and shit. Like I think their biggest college out there is called the Cornhuskers. But the city that I lived in, it was like a big ass city. It wasn't like farmland or nothing like that. I think the majority of Nebraska probably is though.
So all the money and shit comes from over there. It's like from farming.
I think so. I wouldn't know. Like I only was in Omaha, so
Have you been back over there? Like,
nah, I haven't been there since I left.
oh really?
Yeah.
So yeah, continuing the story. You said that you were clipping your homeboys.
Moved out here at age 13. My uncle Jimmy, he gave me a pair of clippers because I told him that I was like interested in cutting my own hair, and then he kind of showed me the basics of like how to do like a taper fade, how to do a ball fade, and so I pretty much picked that up from him, and I started cutting myself, fucking my shit up, bro. Like I look at the the yearbooks and shit from like 8th grade, bro. My hairline is pushed back, my shit is cooked, so.
Oh shit, you're doing it like that.
Yeah, like fucking my shit up. So that's pretty much how I started on myself. And then my friends was like, bro, who cut your hair? I don't know how. Like, I don't know what inspired them to like get cut or ask me, you know what I'm saying, who cut my hair because my shit was out of there. But I guess it was a good cut for like, at the time being. And so I started cutting some of my friends. And then my mom got married. And that's when I really got a lot of practice because I had like 3 stepbrothers. Shout out Nate, Josh, and Morgan. So I had 3 brothers to practice on, and I pretty much just started. That's where it started.
Damn, that's badass. And it just continued from there. When do you consider, like, what age or area that you considered yourself like pretty good? Like you're damn, like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Not until recent, bro, for real. And like I still, yeah, and I still don't feel like I'm like I feel like I'm solid. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just the perfectionist in me that's like always wanting to be better, or wanting to work on things. It's like, oh, I might be good in this area, but I still lack in other areas.
Oh, okay. What do you think I mean, lacking? Cause I see your cuts, bro, and they're fucking like hella good. Like I don't see any kind of lack. I don't see the blending lines are nice. Like everything. Like I don't see.
I don't know how to braid.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know how to dye hair, so it's like I can give a good cut, but like I want to be so well rounded that somebody can come in and just like be like, "Yo, can you do this?" You know what I'm saying? So
You want all the cosmetology,
yeah, everything.
straight hairdresser.
Yeah, my mom braids.
What? Why don't you like learn from her or something?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, I've heard she's pretty damn good too.
Yeah, no, she nice. That's a good ass question. I don't know why I never thought about that.
She'd be willing to teach you, right? Yeah, I'm assuming so. Of course.
My mom taught me how to braid,
For real?
but I can't braid to the scalp, so I can just braid.
That's really hard braiding. Braiding to the scalp. I mean, because you got to like have nimble fingers. You know what I mean? That's just really really hard. Damn, this is a good question. All right, so where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
10 years from now,
Yeah.
10 years from now, I see myself like not even having to cut hair for real.
Oh shit. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, like just doing some complete other shit, like whatever pursuit that I'm into at that moment. But I don't see myself like waking up with the need or like you know what I'm saying, like having to cut hair to make money.
Yeah. What do you have you thought about those things that like what exactly it would be? Like if you're not cutting, right? So what would you like like I guess in a detail sense.
Uh,
I mean, there are obviously ideas and thoughts, but where do you where exactly do you see yourself there? Like if you could give me a
like a very detailed.
like very detailed, not very very detailed, but just detailed enough. I know you thought about it. You know what I mean? I know you thought about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to wake up, make music, run a business, and like I don't know, design clothes or some shit,
Design clothes. Damn, that's clean.
and like do like skills training for like basketball. Like I think I'll be a good skills trainer.
Yeah, for sure. I've been thinking about trying to do something like that too. I don't know. I coach pretty good. I wasn't like the most best, basketball player, but my knowledge for the game is like I feel like I could really turn somebody into like a great hooper. You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely what I'm into, bro. What about? Hold on, I got a question for y'all. Where do y'all see yourself in 10 years?
Shit. Honestly.
Episode 500.
uh fuck man. I'll let Tez answer first. I gotta think about that one.
Let me answer first. Um, 3 kids, big ass house, at least 4 car garage. Really, just honestly, I can't really like answer it to the fullest, but I would like to venture out and learn how to do like more things, like get a hold of some new abilities, something. I would love to learn how to make music. That's one of them.
Yeah. Shit, honestly you'll never know until you just start doing it.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
That's really what all it is. YouTube showed me a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, I picked up from a homeboy, I got named Jacob, and he knew FL Studio like through and through, and he put me on, gave me the best basic like idea of everything. You know what I mean? Like a compressor. Like I told him, like you can't verbally tell me, you got to show me, and he was like, okay, well, compressor, grabs the voice. This is the voice in a circle. You know what I mean? It grabs the voice and brings it to a small circle. Like he was like visually showing me how everything works. And what helped on top of it is FL Studio is already visual with a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like how to see the sound waves. You know what I mean, right? The compressor or the reverb, all that shit. He basically gave me the basic gesture of everything, and then he just kind of said like, go on YouTube, like if you want to learn extra, different sounds you want to make with your voice. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. Um, and then I just started doing that. I just started like diving in pretty deep whenever I was doing it. Talking to you, Tez, too.
Yeah, I ain't sleeping. I promise.
But yeah, definitely that. 10 years from now, I probably see myself honestly the same thing, owning a business, but owning a business that works for itself. Like I don't really, I run it, I manage it, but it's working itself. You know what I mean? I don't really have to be physically there or put in all the. It's still effort, but I have either other people working for it or you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. I've thought of a lot of ideas, honestly, but
Like what kind of business?
a lot. I've thought of like a bouncy house thing where I just have like a 17, 18 year old or whatever working it. I give them a good low price and I'm still making good money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't. All I have to do is manage. Like they just call me, okay, set it up, da da da. He basically runs the company for me, pretty much. That's what I've thought. I've thought about tattooing recently, getting into tattooing, because man, you can make some fucking bank off of tattooing. I'm talking about just 3-4 hours into a tattoo and you got $1,000 right there. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
How old are you gonna be in 10 years?
I'm gonna be 35. I'm gonna be your age.
Bro, I'm be old as shit, bro. Nigga, I'm not 35.
I'm just kidding. Damn, you will. You'll be 40.
Bro, I'm be old as shit.
Yeah, I'll be 41. Damn.
I'll be 33.
Huh?
I'll be 33.
You'll be 33.
Really, in like 10 years, it really depends on how healthy your body is at that point.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, honestly.
I'm 23 right now, and it feels like my knees are gonna like bend backwards and just give out on me.
Fuck. Yeah, man. I tattooing. I've thought about getting into. There's this new thing that I got another homeboy that's telling me about it. Basically, it's like a middleman for packages. Like, there's a lot of companies that they don't have enough time or they don't want to package everything right. Like, I'm talking about put the peanuts, the plastic, everything in there, and just literally just package them. They hit you, you package them, you send them off, and they pay you a pretty good penny doing that shit. It's like on Shopify and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those kind of companies. But he said we can make anywhere from like 50,000 a month, just a piece of us doing it.
You wanna like drop shit?
Yeah, pretty much. But he said the only thing is that we could get so much work it might be too much. Like so much work that it could fill up my entire fucking backyard of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
There was this there was this girl who made her mom like I don't know if it was I don't know what it was, bro. Like this whatever this machine's called. I don't know the exact name of the machine, but you pretty much take the machine, you like draw up a picture on a computer, and then it like threads it. Like the machine threads that picture from the computer onto that piece of clothing. And she like gave like her like this sweater to her mom, and her mom like wore it and like she started crying and shit. And then like ever since that girl posted that video, like it blew up and she started making hella money, started making all these clothes just with this little ass machine. And she's had to move her business like 5 different times, and each and every single time she's moved it, it's been to a bigger warehouse because how much she's growing. And that's her store is with Shopify.
and they be making bank,
Yeah,
bro,
crazy.
bank. But I mean, that's another thing too. Time. You know what I mean? I don't want time to be completely taken away from me because then I want to be there for my kids. I know I need to grind, but I feel like these years right now are like the prime years to be around your kid. You know what I mean? Because by the time they're 7, I would say like 15 and up, then now they're doing their own thing. They're venturing off their own shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been thinking about that kind of stuff. I've been thinking about a lot. I just haven't really engaged because honestly, I'm not comfortable. I haven't engaged because I'm not comfortable. I don't see I don't see it for sure in my main income right now, and I don't want to start putting effort towards something else, and then this main income falls out, and I'm like, fuck. Now I got to figure out a whole new plan, or I got to fully commit. You know, which is not bad. You know, high risk, high reward, but fuck, that's scary. Yeah, yeah, that's scary.
Especially you got mouths to feed and shit.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, um, that's just where I'm at. I'm pretty sure I'll get over it, especially with my homeboy that I'm talking to right now about all that shit. You know, he has the knowledge. He knows. He just needs somebody to do it with him because he can't do it all by himself. I trust him. You know what I mean? He has a lot of purpose. You know what I mean? Like this dude was. I mean, he's 27 and he was making almost like 2 mil a year for like different areas in his life. Like he went from like 2 mil a year to making like 75,000 and then right back up to making that much again. Like he's a hustler, you know what I mean? He's a natural breadwinner. Like he knows what to do to get shit going.
Man,
He just doesn't like it's not a worry. It's not a worry to him, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing, you know, it's a good thing, but I grew up like a penny pincher, you know, because you know, I grew up poor. So that's just the natural mindset I have, you know, save, make sure you're in a comfortable spot, you know, that kind of shit. But
that's what I'm learning is that like our mindset that we were given when we were younger, like our existing limitations were built when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? Like all the beliefs that we have about money and success, like they were formed when we were younger. And it's like as you get older, you have to like unlearn all that shit in order to be, you know what I'm saying, live the life that you want to live.
yeah, like when I hear like people who are wise and they talk about, you know, break bad habits and shit like that, they say it in a simple structure, but man, now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize like exactly what they mean. You know what I mean? Like those are bad habits right there. You know what I mean? We limit ourselves to what it is, and like how you said, we need to break past it. That's a bad habit right there. You know what I mean? Like
It's really just unlearning shit. Like sometimes it's not even a habit. Like sometimes thinking can be a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like having limiting beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Or limiting thoughts. Like that's a bad habit. I'm like I'm working through that. You know what I'm
Same.
man, that's good talk right there.
Thoughts, bro. The overthinking, bro. That
saying?
shit
Yeah.
is, especially as a man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't I don't know. I kind of block it out.
You want to turn now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to overthink at times too, but I block that shit out.
Am I
Bruh.
turning like full,
Um.
like back facing? Like
Yeah. I
what's
don't think we want to do that.
I don't matter, or it's up to you.
what should we do, chat?
Uh,
I'm just playing.
You can turn more at an angle.
Yeah. I don't really want to. I mean, I don't care if the camera sees me. I
oh,
just
okay. I just don't want your back to like see the
yeah,
camera or whatever.
yeah. That's good. That's good.
All right.
Or I can turn
A
more.
little bit more is
Yeah.
cool.
Then I'll turn all the way around.
All right, for sure.
All right, here we go. Is there anything that you rather be doing instead of cutting hair as of right now? I know we just talked about the future and everything, but
Yeah, getting paid to make music. I ain't gonna lie to you.
that's dope, bro. You know, you very much can. Like, it's possible. The only thing is like what we're talking about, the comfort. You know, fully committing. Because my cousin's doing it right now, but it's not consistent. You know what I mean? Like he gets he gets some money from producing them, but then they just do a project, and then you know he's not on a contract. He's not on none of that. You feel me?
But I don't know, and that could just be like I mean, it's just a thought right now because I haven't done it. You know what I'm saying? They say once you start getting paid for the thing that you want to get paid for, it becomes like a chore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, cause I like cutting hair. I ain't gonna hold you. I enjoy this shit. So I'm not saying that I'm grateful for it, cause I'm extremely grateful for like that I get to cut hair and make money.
You wanted to just keep it the love for it instead of right. Is that what you mean by chore or no?
Nah, it's just some people. I don't know. Once they do the thing that they thought they wanted to do and get paid for it, then they realize that they don't like it as much as they thought they did. And that could be like, and what I'm saying is that it could be that way for me with music. You know what I'm saying? But we'll never know until that happens.
That's crazy that you say that because I realize that like I want to get paid for it, but I want to have my limitations to how I want things to be done. Not limitations, standards. I would say like the first couple of years, I have so much knowledge in that area of doing that, right? That when I mention something to somebody, they're like, "Nah, that don't sound right. Like that's not how I'm trying to sound." And I'm like, "Okay, so how are you trying to sound?" And how they tell me they're trying to sound, or how they were, you know what I mean? I mean, this is from point A, from start to finish. You know what I mean? Anybody, there's random people I met that would do this. I want to sound like this, and I'm like, well, you kind of can't sound like that because your voice isn't that. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I'm just like, fuck it, don't do what they do. Create what you want. And they're like, well, I don't know what I want. I'm going off of them. And this is I'm breaking it down. It's a lot more conversation going on.
I understand what you're saying.
But it's like, and I would try to explain that to them, and they're like, nah. And then they would kind of give me that kind of like, oh, you don't really know what you're doing kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because you can go to any other producers and they can sit there and throw a big ass plug in on your shit and make you sound like Don Tolliver. You know what I mean? But that's not you at the end of the day, you know? So that's my standard. Like if someone comes in, I'm like, hey, first things first, I want you to be unique to you. I don't want to hear you copying this person and this person and this person, you know what I mean? Even though I don't have to say so in that, but if we're going to create, we're going to create. You know what I mean? For the love of it. I don't want to deal with, which it might be impossible if I was to ever do that, but I don't want to deal with artists that you can tell they're just doing mainstream shit just to do it, and it's just not. They don't have the love for it. It's just money. You know what I mean? I don't really want to run into those kind of people, but I know that it will happen. You know, I just don't know how I'm gonna get around that. But yeah, I just want to have standards. Scott Storch does that. If you know Scott Storch, right?
Yeah.
He does that shit. He's like, how about let's make some shit that we think you'll click with. So he'll sit there and they'll all smoke. Usually, anybody that comes in with it, they'll all smoke, and he'll just sit there and start making shit and go with the vibe, and then boom, make a whole song to who that person's real creative in that area. You know what I mean? With it,
Mhm.
what happened?
No. Can you see good, bro? You good? Like you can see?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just working with what I got. You think I'm gonna fuck this shit up or?
No, I'm just making sure you're good. Like you can see. I wasn't even thinking that. I swear to God, I wasn't. I'm not thinking like that. I swear. Hey, I've been bald too many times in my life, bro. I know if it gets too bad, just shave it all off.
Is there anything you rather be doing, Tess, in your life?
Eh, making music.
Making music. Damn, for you as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think your music catalog is pretty unique, honestly.
I do. I listen to a lot. Like I have a lot of music on like YouTube and Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music, and I listen to a lot of music, bro. I don't know my sound. I don't know how I would sound making music. This is one thing I've always wanted to learn how to do too is cut hair. Like I'll trim my own face up and all this like shit, and like I used to cut my little brother's hair and like fuck their shit up, and I was like, yeah, this might not just be for me like at all, but I don't know, bro. I find myself like watching hella videos on like just people. That's why I fuck with your content so much because like you're cutting people's hair and like doing transitions and
Yeah.
the edits and all that.
By the way, your TikTok videos and your transitions are fucking like really good.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're hella good. Like I scrolled once and seen it, and I didn't even recognize it was you at first. I thought it was one of those fucking, those. Which I mean, you are a really good barber, but I'm talking about one of those big city barbers. You know what I'm talking about? From the transitions and everything, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "Oh shit!"
A real good barber.
I was like, "Oh shit, that's Jarrell." No, I didn't want it. Damn, it didn't come out like that, huh?
It came out like that. Nigga.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Hey, like, I thought it was actually a good barber. That shit crazy.
That is not what I meant. I'm sorry, chat.
Damn, Hayden, why you gotta do him like that?
No, because like I don't know. It's kind of it's a normal standard. Like even with music and everything, where people see you from their city, and they see you doing shit like that, and you know, just it's normal right off of the brain. They're like, oh shit, they're doing that. You know what I mean? So that's what it was for me. I was like, oh shit, he's doing this. I was like, damn, these videos are kind of nice. Like the fucking spin around with the chair that you do with the transition and shit. I'm like, damn, that shit's nice. It's cold as hell.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro.
Actually, me and Tez were gonna talk to you about that and see how you do that shit.
Really just cap cut, bro. And if y'all ever, you know what I'm saying, come down and share the little wisdom that I do got.
You be seeing them TikToks and niggas like. What is the best cut you like have accomplished in your opinion? Like, what is your best cut today? Like
My best cut.
Yeah.
It'll probably have to be like a cut on my little brother Nate. I feel like he gets the best cuts because he's like one of the first people that I started cutting. So like I know his head like the back of my hand. No homo pause. So so yeah, I feel like any cut on him is gonna be crazy.
Is there like a specific haircut?
Specific haircut. Not to be racist, but I feel like any cut I do on like black people is gonna be fire, just cause like that's what the hair type that I started with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So like with you cutting Nate's hair, what since you know his head, sorry bro. Since you know his head type or whatever, can you tell from my bad.
Head
All
type
right,
is
all right.
crazy.
Judging from God, I can't word this right. All right, fuck it. I don't care. I'm just gonna mow through. I'm mowing through this shit. All right. Judging from shapes of heads, can you tell like what cut is best for like a head? Like whenever you see it.
Oh shit. For the most part, I think so. Cause like before I started taking this shit serious, I was like always into fashion and like just personal appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was trying to figure out what hairstyle matched my face shape. And so like when I'm in public, bro, this shit's so annoying. Like I can't even be in public. I'm always judging people haircuts. Like oh he should have got this, or you know what I'm saying, this cut would look better on him.
Mm. Okay, so another question on top of the cuts. What kind of cuts you think would be best for me in his head? As soon as he says it, that's the cut I'm going with forever.
I really feel like the burst would look the best on me. The burst fade.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be my haircut forever.
What
Like,
do you think? You agree?
Nah, I agree for sure. I think the burst fade on him will be,
Yeah,
be
burst
cold. And he can like keep the length that it is on the top and just like match the back. It should be A1.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, what do you think I'm on?
Honestly, I think what you get all the time like is good.
Like a well,
Like slick back, kind of wavy. You know what I'm saying? With the fade,
yeah.
burst fade, low fade. You can really do whatever.
I like the low tapers.
The low
I just hate the way they grow out.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. That's the only thing. I got to stay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
them hoes grow out in like 30 seconds.
yeah, for sure. But They're so fire. Like those cuts are so nice as hell. I don't think it'll work.
I don't think it would work either.
I was thinking
That would have been lit.
what else? Oh yeah. Want to go to that number 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 10 would be, other than your children and your wife, as what keeps you going? Like, what do you feel like your purpose is?
Honestly, I feel like my purpose is to inspire other people and to also be inspired. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Shout out to Wes Watson, but I feel like just looking at his content, he's helped me understand that somebody like you may not feel like posting one day, and that might be the day that like your post might save somebody's life or something. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, dang, I want to be like these guys, the chill guys that starting a podcast in Big Spring. Like they give me something to look forward to. I could do that. This is something that they could start right now, or you know what I'm saying? They may look at y'all like, I want to be like that. I want to be successful. So, or they might look at me and be like, I might be good at cutting hair. I've always had an interest in it.
Mm.
And I feel like people's interests are like hints at what you might possibly be good at. So like before I started cutting hair, I had an interest in it. Before I started hooping for real, I had an interest in it.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of other interests that I have, but I haven't pursued yet. But I feel like those are like our hidden talents.
I got you.
But yeah, I think my purpose is to inspire. What
Oh,
about y'all? What do you think?
I think.
You know,
Oh yeah. I'll let you go.
Yeah. We've actually talked about this. We talked about this question in a podcast before. Just a healer, just healing people. I feel like if I could like get in someone's ear, just be the ear that someone like can talk to and vent. I'd give my feedback. You know, just heal them, make them feel better in any way. Like I don't know. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a fixer. I feel like I'm meant to fix people in my life. Anybody that I come across or meet up with or anything like that, they're like there's three questions that always come up, and it's always like, hey, what do you think? What would you do? And what do you think is the best thing to do? You know what I mean? And at every single time, those three questions always come up all the time. No matter what, I always catch myself. I used to hate it so much being younger, thinking like, why am I always having people's like baggage or problems, come around with them? And honestly, as I grew older, I don't hate it. Like I understand, like okay, I'm helping people, like I'm doing a good thing. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, I was immature. I didn't. I still can be immature, but um, a lot more mature than what I used to be. When I was younger, I was just kind of like didn't care about what others like really think or whatever. I was just kind of just living my life. You know what I mean? I was still trying to figure out myself. So now that I've figured out myself, that now that I'm older, I've understood that I can help. You know what I mean? In some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Not saying that I'm 100% do that all the time. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But um, touching up on that, I've started to do this thing where I'll do a good deed just because like it makes me feel good or whatever. It could be like the smallest little thing. Like there was like these little kids that came in and they wanted to get candy. And it was at Family Dollar. I went to go pick up some laundry detergent or some shit. And they wanted candy and they didn't have enough. So they're like, "Oh man, gotta run to the car and ask mom." So when that happened, I had $10 in my wallet. I gave it to the cashier. I was like, "Give that to them, like pay their candy and then let them keep it." And she was like, "Okay, I'll let them." I was like, "No, don't let them know. Just
Yeah.
just say it was from you, right?" So as I'm walking out, they come in. She's like, "Here's $10." They're like, "Oh, thank you, ma'am." She's like, "You're welcome," and they're just fucking just happy as hell that they got that candy, and that shit made me feel good. You know what I mean? But just little shit like that. I want to start doing little good things like that, and just be a help to people around me. You know what I mean? Especially the people I care about.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I would say that fixer for sure.
That shit made me feel good.
Nah, for real.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie.
real
I
talk.
thought I was about to start crying and
Nah,
shit.
for real.
I'm so serious, bro. I've been finding as I've been getting older, I've been like, I never used to cry like at all. Like growing up, like teenage years, I wasn't crying. Like I was never a crybaby, but getting older, bro, like little stories like that, like good deeds, like from the kindness of your heart, that shit really gets to me. Like I'm like,
You got a daughter,
damn.
dog.
Yeah, I think that's really it too. I'm like,
See,
damn,
when you
bro.
have a little girl, you start getting emotions.
Yeah,
Through and
it's
through.
definitely my daughter. It gotta be. But yeah, emotional. I'm emotional, bro. You got any other questions, bro?
I don't know. That was a lot to take in because I pictured his story. Like as soon as you were saying it, I was just picturing it. I had a whole bunch of questions, but I forgot about them.
Damn, I changed the narrative like that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
bro. Like you changed
That's crazy.
my whole shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, but
Honestly, I got a question for you. Like, what inspired you to want to be more giving and like just do random acts of?
man, honestly, probably just the past and everything that I've seen and dealt with. You know what I mean? I want to get away from that and I want to change that. And the only way to change that, it's not. I mean, what is that? What's that saying you say? I mean, you can't change until you change yourself
Yeah,
or whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of what it is. I'm trying to break all those bad habits and be, honestly, just be more dad like. You know what I mean? Be like a kind of like a true superhero. I'm not trying too hard to be it. I'm trying to make my way of life that way.
No,
You know,
for sure.
be
Yeah, that
real,
makes
honest,
sense.
pure. That's what I'm trying. And honestly, like I said before at the beginning of the podcast, you're a huge inspiration. You know what I mean? And you are a big inspiration to me off of that too. The how pure you are, the good energy you come in. I mean, anytime I talk to people about you, I'm like, bro, that is like the most like good soul I've ever met in my life. Like I've met like two or three people in my life, and you're one of them for sure. Like I don't know how you've been in the past or how you grew up or anything like that,
Yeah.
but judging from how you are now, pure as hell. And
Nah,
that's
that means a lot, bro.
and
For
bro, and that's it's
yeah,
inspiring. You know what I mean? It inspires. I mean, there's other inspirations. You know, Joe Bright's a huge inspiration. I love what he does for the
yeah.
kids.
No, he's a super
Man,
solid dude,
yeah,
man.
I love what he does for the kids. And just I had a conversation with him because you really never know people. Sometimes they just do it for a front, sometimes they don't, or whatever, or just for content or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But I had a conversation with him when we were hooping, and he was just like he was talking about how he just doesn't understand how people I mean, being genuine. He doesn't understand how people can be that way or
Yeah,
just like be negative about things. You know what I mean? He's just being pure. Like he's not
yeah,
looking for attention, nothing like that. I mean, he's just having a conversation between us in the circle.
yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like, okay. Like I wasn't judging saying that he just does things for content at the time, but now that I seen his true self, I was like, oh shit, that's really him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I've wanted to be. I wanted to change that because who I was 3, 4 years ago, I was petty, not very understanding, you know what I mean, and like very, very impatient, but there's a lot of people that go through that kind of
Facts. Hell
cycle, you know
yeah.
what I
I
mean?
feel like I've been through that too. So it's good that you see your growth and like you trying to, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, exactly.
maneuver. Because one thing that's helped me lately, it's like a quote. It says, "We're not. Hold on. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are." So we may be in a state of mind like a few years back, like you said, where you're like maneuvering a certain way or like behaving a certain way, but that's just because you see the world, you know what I'm saying, as you are. But once you change your internal dialogue and like who you are and how you maneuver through the world, like you start to see that in other people, like you said, in Joe
Yeah.
Bright, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. It rubs off or you just look for it. You
No,
know what I
for
mean? It's the
sure,
first thing you
for
see. Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
It's like in GTA when you steal a car and then you look around, it seems like everybody got your car, you know, the same shit as you. It's
Mm,
like that in real life, but it's like these people have always been here. They've always had these qualities, but you just wasn't aware enough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for
And
sure.
I feel like I was going through that phase too a couple years ago. And I think helping kids, like having kids, really that shit really like shifted
Honestly, I
my
think
whole
that's what it was.
perspective.
I think that's what it was too. A change in pace of having children. Because if I didn't have children, I think I would still be, but I wouldn't be as advanced with it as I am now. I think it'd probably be like around 30. I'd
Hmm.
probably be changing my mindset.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I've always had a good mindset of just surroundings, decisions. That's what has been the block on everything. You know what I
facts.
mean? But yeah, it was just understanding myself through and through and growth. And honestly, the biggest key to that is spending a lot of time by yourself.
All right, so
I mean, I can't stress that enough. Even if you can't be by yourself, even if it's hard to be by yourself, that is the best time because you really understand who you are and what the hell you're looking for.
no
Whether it be
facts.
whether it be like me trying to be pure or you just trying to be independent. I mean, there's ways you can go with it.
That's all.
But you gotta understand yourself for sure. But yeah, that's what came from it for sure.
So
Hold on, bro. Siri just turned on the computer and shoot. But okay, I was just making sure Siri wasn't going off over here.
I got a question for Tez, man.
What up, bro? What up? Question for Tez.
Hold on, you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know it will work if you had a son, because I have a son.
I need me a son.
Yeah, because I want a daughter, so I was wondering like, how does it change you?
Just like I was just saying, bro, like I really truly feel more emotional. Like when it comes to TV clips, certain clips, giving back. Like I feel like I have a huge soft spot. Like I just feel soft. Like I don't only feel soft. Like I don't know if I gotta beat someone's ass. I'm gonna try my best to beat someone's ass or whatever. But I don't. I'm starting to realize like there's really as she gets older, there's shit that she's going to go through I that it's hard helping like females today. Like the girl that I'm with, it's hard helping her today on like if she's going through that time of the month or shit like that. Like I really have to like lock in and figure out what's good for my daughter, and you know, it's it makes me want to be more romantic. Just a sweet.
That's the next question I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you like, did it change your perspective like on women in general? Like just
like I need to I'm respectful with women. I don't hit women, none of that. Like I just was not raised that way, but I've definitely have been a like complete dick. Like like just one of the worst, probably one of the worst men a female could ever have ever. I've been that way before, and there's just no reason for that, bro. Like there's no reason for that, and I wouldn't want a man treating my daughter like that.
Facts.
You feel me? So
It's exactly what you thought.
So it's okay.
Yeah. It takes a toll on you, bro. I want a son, like really bad. I want to see what that does to me, and I want a son. I would love to have a son, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I love my daughter, bro. I love her. She changed me for sure.
That's beautiful for real.
Yeah. That and she looks exactly like me.
For real.
Like, bro.
Yeah, just like way lighter complected, but yeah, exactly like him.
Your first daughter's gonna look like you.
I hope she
Your
like
first daughter's
mom,
gonna look like you. I'm
like
serious,
her
bro.
mom, dog.
That first daughter that a father has always looks like the dad all the time. My daughter looks exactly like me.
So now that you plan on, having a daughter, you don't gotta answer this at all. But do you plan on having like her soon, or like you plan on? You really don't gotta answer it. But that intrigued me because you said that, and I was like, oh, okay. I bet you he wants a little girl.
Yeah, like I'm not plotting or anything. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly. You're just letting things go as it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I got you. Well, man, I want to say I appreciate um obviously rapping, right. I just want to say I appreciate definitely having you on the podcast. I think in the future I think you should be on more for sure. You know what I mean, when we get things going.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love to be a part of this again. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I just want to say thank you for you guys even looking at me in a certain light in order to put me on the platform. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate what y'all doing, not just for y'all, but for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all probably inspiring people that y'all don't even know about. People probably looking at y'all watching the podcast. They may not be commenting, they may not be liking it, but they probably see it and inspired by it. So
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty much the whole thing we're going for. You know what I mean?
nah,
We
for
just
sure.
want to put our words into the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it
Sure.
would help. You know what I mean? Being goofy, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like it would help. Yeah, man. just yeah, everything you do. I'm glad you were the first guest. We definitely wanted you to be the first guest before anybody, for sure. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a great time. You definitely did a good haircut. Obviously, y'all are gonna see it in the
I was
video.
cutting my man shit in the dark, bro.
Yeah, that's
In the
crazy, and
Dog,
still gave a nice ass fucking fade. That shit's crazy.
but nah, I'm extremely grateful, man.
Yeah,
I wanted to express that to y'all. Extremely grateful to be on here for real.
yeah, for sure. And I definitely, hope. I think it will happen. But and people that are watching this, I definitely hope they come to you more about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're gonna put all his links in the description. Everything that follows with him, if whatever he allows or whatever he wants. And yeah, y'all hit him up for a cut, man. Like, yeah, he's definitely it.
The best barber in Big Spring, Texas. Like this shit's too clean, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, bro, this shit's too clean.
I mean, and no, no,
Trying to kiss me?
no. And no bad energy towards all the other barbers. You know what I mean? There are good barbers here too, but we just believe in our personal preference that he is definitely the best barber. I think he's the best barber for sure. I'm a pay for that cut every single fucking time, like hands down. I don't give a fuck. Like it's gonna happen because I know you take your time. I'm not saying other people don't, but I know you take your time. I can tell that you're genuine about it whenever you do it, and the conversation, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing that you bring to the table is always the conversations. You know what I mean? I could talk to you and then I walk out if I'm not clear minded, which most of the time I am, but you definitely change my perspective on things sometimes. So
Nah, that means a lot, bro.
yeah,
For
for
real.
sure, for sure. I
For
mean,
real.
it means a lot for you coming. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up so we don't keep you too long.
How many likes do you think we should get on this video? You gotta tell them though.
Bro, 300. Come on, 300. Let's go.
300. 300. Okay, okay. Holy fuck.
Watch us hit it.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be
I'd
crazy.
fuck with that.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know, bro. You got to think like people who go and get their hair cut by you are gonna see this shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
maybe. You know.
Yeah, no, hopefully they do, man.
So, and I'll definitely edit some shit up, send it over to you. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Well, as always, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't realize I was leaning over you like
Thank
that.
you for the cut, bro.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you for sure. Hell yeah. Well, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all stayed and watched. Thank y'all as always. Like, subscribe. What is it? Share,
300.
share, and follow.
Comment.
Comment.
And damn, nigga, what the fuck was I gonna say?
Give us more ideas. Come on, like we want feedback. We want people who like want to see what they want to see, whatever it is. You know, like we like the different ideas to things for sure. But yeah, it's been nice.
Thank you for coming back to the Chill Guys podcast.
Later. Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you.